So when we got the opportunity to talk to the current and former employees of the Duchess of Sussex and her husband Prince Harry, I felt it was compelling enough to do a cover story. We talked to 5 staff on the record and another 2 off the record, and they say that the previous anonymous allegations made are wildly inaccurate and damaging. They reveal an unprecedented look into Meghan and Harry's work world and also their private world behind the scenes. All 7 employees had a positive experience working for Meghan and Harry. Josh Kettler, who left in August, says he was warmly welcomed and they're dedicated and hardworking. Ashley Hansen, the global press secretary to the Duke and Duchess and the head of communications for Archewell, says her bosses couldn't have been more supportive when she had to take extended time off for a serious surgery. And Mandana Danyani, former Archewell COO, shares that some of her favourite memories were during weekly meetings in their Montecito home, where Meghan always served the most incredible lunches and snacks. The 7 current and former staff members describe a supportive and fun workplace that involves care packages, happy hours, karaoke nights, credit being given for great ideas, and everyday kindness. One staffer told us that their colleagues have been dumbfounded by these claims, saying the stories are likely made up by someone who's disgruntled. This story was important to tell as it shows a counter-narrative to the negative descriptions that are being given anonymously, and these employees wanted to come forward to tell their truth. "We're here for a reason," says one of the current team members. "If you come for our bosses, we're coming for you."
Hello, fellow squaddies. You're tuned into Royal Telly, your reliable source for all things Sussex. Royal Telly is a channel dedicated to celebrating the inspiring work of the Duke and Duchess of Sussex. We stand strong against the unjust media onslaught, the critics and the online trolls who seem to enjoy spreading misinformation about the Sussexes. In today's episode, we're addressing a recent Hollywood Report article. This piece alleges that Meghan Markle's behavior is causing a high turnover rate at the company she runs with her husband, Prince Harry. We're here to set the record straight, to debunk the myths, and to shine a light on the truth. Because the truth matters, especially when it comes to the lives and reputations of the Duke and Duchess of Sussex. Today, we're setting the record straight about the Duke and Duchess of Sussex. Before we dive into the Hollywood Report allegations, let's outline what's coming up in today's episode. First, we'll review the allegations made by the Hollywood Report, giving you the full context to understand the narrative that has been spun. Next, we'll debunk these allegations using hard evidence and first-hand accounts from those who have worked directly with the Sussexes. You'll hear testimonies from both current and former staff members, providing a balanced perspective. One of these testimonies will be from Ashley Hansen, a former assistant to the Duchess. We'll also discuss the disparity between the media portrayal of the Sussexes and the first-hand accounts of those who have worked with them. It's time to question the narratives being pushed by the media and seek out the truth for ourselves. So strap in, squaddies, as we unravel the truth behind the Sussexes' work environment. Recently, a Hollywood Report article made some serious allegations against the Sussexes. The piece, published on the 12th of September, claimed Meghan Markle's terrible behavior was causing a high turnover rate at the company she runs with her husband, Prince Harry. The report alleged that employees were terrified of the Duchess, painting her as a dictator in high heels who belittles her staff and has reduced grown men to tears. This isn't the first time the Duchess has been accused of creating a toxic work environment. In 2021, just days before their CBS News interview, the Times of London reported that Meghan had allegedly bullied and reduced staff members to tears at Kensington Palace. In August, News Nation claimed that Meghan and Harry had lost 18 employees between their time in the UK and the US, attributing the churn and burn rate to an unbearable and condescending Meghan. However, it's important to note that these allegations have been strongly refuted by current and former employees. In response to the Hollywood Report article, one staffer took to Instagram to debunk the claims, stating they were wildly inaccurate and damaging to the Sussexes and their team. Other team members quickly chimed in with words of support. "Best bosses I have ever had," wrote one current employee, while an ex-staffer said their time with the Sussexes was truly an honor. Ben Browning, their former head of content, who was responsible for getting their Harry and Meghan documentary on Netflix before leaving after his contract expired in early 2023, also spoke highly of his time with the Sussexes. He said his experience was positive and supportive, and that the narratives suggesting otherwise were untrue. Catherine St. Laurent, a one-time chief of staff, said the time she spent working with the Sussexes was incredibly meaningful to her. The Sussexes' current and former staff members have come forward to debunk these allegations. Let's delve into the reality of the situation, shall we? A current employee took to the world of Instagram to passionately debunk the Hollywood Report's allegations, effectively calling out the inaccuracies and highlighting the damage these false allegations have on both the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, as well as their dedicated team. One current team member wrote, "Best bosses I have ever had. Can you imagine?" Amidst all these claims of a toxic work environment, here we have a current employee declaring them to be the best bosses they've ever had. Now that's a strong statement. An ex-staffer chimed in too, stating that their time with the Sussexes was truly an honor. An honor, ladies and gentlemen. This isn't the language of someone who's been belittled or reduced to tears. This is the language of respect, of appreciation. Now, let's hear from some of the higher-ups who've worked with the Sussexes. Ben Browning, the former head of content responsible for their Harry and Meghan documentary on Netflix, had only positive things to say about his experience with the couple. "My time at the company and with Meghan and Harry in general was positive and supportive," he said. "We all continue to be friends. The narratives we've seen suggesting the contrary are untrue." And let's not forget Catherine St. Laurent, the one-time chief of staff, who shared, "The time I spent working with Prince Harry and Meghan was incredibly meaningful to me." She also added that she and the couple have remained close. Close friends, meaningful. These are powerful words that speak volumes about the true nature of the Sussexes' work environment. It's clear that these first-hand accounts tell a very different story than the one presented by the Hollywood Report. Instead of a toxic environment, we hear of close-knit relationships, meaningful work, and a supportive atmosphere. We hear of an honor, of the best bosses, of friends. In the face of these positive testimonials, the Hollywood Report's allegations fall flat. They appear as nothing more than a poorly constructed narrative, a fabrication designed to tarnish the reputation of the Duke and Duchess of Sussex. So let's remember to always seek the truth, to look beyond the sensational headlines, and listen to those who've actually walked the halls of the Sussexes organization. Let's value their voices and their experiences, for they are the ones who truly know what it's like to work with the Duke and Duchess of Sussex. Clearly, these first-hand accounts paint a very different picture than the one presented by the Hollywood Report. Let's hear from a key figure in the Sussexes organization. Allow me to introduce Ashley Hansen, the Global Press Secretary to the Duke and Duchess and the Head of Communications for Archewell. Ashley has been with the Sussexes for some time now and has a unique insight into their day-to-day operations. Recently, Ashley found herself in a situation where she needed to take extended time off for a serious surgery. Facing a stressful situation, she approached the Sussexes with hesitation, unsure of what their reaction would be. But to her surprise, they were nothing but supportive. They expressed genuine concern for her well-being and offered to help in any way they could. They reassured her that her health was the priority and that they would manage without her until she was well enough to return. During her time away, Meghan went above and beyond to ensure Ashley felt cared for. She sent flowers and care packages and even made daily check-ins with Ashley's husband to ensure everything was going well. This is not the behavior of an unbearable or condescending boss. This is the behavior of a caring, empathetic individual who values her staff as people, not just employees. This kind of kindness and thoughtfulness is a testament to the true nature of the Sussexes. Their actions speak louder than any media report. With this personal experience shared by Ashley Hansen, we once again see a stark contrast between the media's portrayal and the reality of the Sussexes' character. It's not the first time the Sussexes have faced such allegations. The airwaves have been buzzing with rumors and reports painting an unfavorable image of the Duke and Duchess of Sussex. These allegations, while sensational, are a stark contrast to the experiences shared by those who have worked closely with the Sussexes. Ben Browning, their former head of content who was instrumental in getting their Harry and Meghan documentary on Netflix before leaving after his contract expired in early 2023, has described his experience with the Sussexes as positive and supportive. He further adds, "We all continue to be friends. The narratives we've seen suggesting the contrary are untrue." Catherine St. Laurent, a one-time chief of staff, echoes these sentiments, stating that she and the couple have remained close and that her time working with the Duke and Duchess was incredibly meaningful. The disparity between the media portrayal and the first-hand accounts of those who have worked with the Sussexes raises questions about the veracity of these reports. Are they genuine concerns or merely a part of an ongoing media campaign against the Duke and Duchess of Sussex? However, these allegations have been consistently refuted by those who know the Sussexes best. The narrative of a toxic work environment seems to be at odds with the experiences of those who have worked closely with them, suggesting an unfair media portrayal that does not reflect the reality. These allegations against the Sussexes seem to be part of a larger unfair media narrative. It's clear that there's a disconnect between the stories we're being told and the experiences shared by those who've worked closely with the Duke and Duchess of Sussex. In the face of these divisive narratives, we must remember the importance of critical media consumption. The media landscape is vast and varied, filled with countless voices and perspectives. Yet, we must be wary of the potential for misinformation and bias. It is crucial that we question the sources of our information, scrutinize the motivations behind these stories, and seek out diverse viewpoints. This is not to discourage trust, but to encourage a more discerning, informed perspective. The allegations against the Sussexes, as we've seen, have been fervently disputed by those with first-hand experience of their work environment. It's a stark reminder that every story has multiple sides and that the truth often lies somewhere in between. We must not allow unfounded allegations to shape our perception of individuals or situations. Instead, we should strive to understand, to empathize, and to question. In the face of these challenges, it's more important than ever to support the Duke and Duchess of Sussex. They've shown resilience and grace under fire, continuing to focus on their philanthropic efforts and their dedication to creating a positive impact. Their work with the Archewell Foundation, their commitment to social justice issues, and their determination to use their platform for good are testament to their character and values. Naturally, we all have our own opinions and perspectives, yet let's ensure that our views are informed, empathetic, and fair. Let's challenge the narratives that seek to divide and instead seek to understand and support. Thank you for joining us today, fellow squatties. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to Royal Telly for more Sussex news. Until next time, stand strong with the Sussexes and spread positivity.